If you've been inside the Maine Discovery Museum in Bangor in the last few months, you may have noticed they've been doing some updating.
Now they're ready to share their biggest exhibit up to date.
The River exhibit, River in Our Backyard, will open to the public tomorrow. It's a water feature focused on the Penobscot River watershed.
Visitors will see a custom-made water table that models the river. They'll also find murals created by local artist Shay Sherry and signage that connects the river to stormwater and how that impacts river and water quality.
The Maine Discovery Museum has redesigned this exhibit to be directly connected to the Penobscot, the second largest watershed in New England.
If we can have a really fun exhibit that connects kids directly to something that is literally down the street, that helps. One of the things that we're really trying to do here is connect our exhibits and our programs with Maine. So if we can say we've got this amazing river and this amazing river watershed and we're going to model it here, it helps kids understand and better appreciate where they live.
And stay tuned, there will be additional programs and further enhancements to the exhibit. The Maine Discovery Museum is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 5.
And for more information, you can visit mainediscoverymuseum.org. That looks pretty cool.
We're finally at the age where we can start visiting. Haven't been quite yet, but
nice, yeah.
Dying to go.